Previously on Survival Roleplay, are you 100% sure that Dennis was with you when the fire started?
I told you yesterday, I'm sure. What's this?
Well, this is likely what started the fire.
Oh, I've never seen that before in my life. I'm telling you the truth.
Hey-o! Now, how much for that combine? We can do it for 28,000. Hey, that's not bad. House to rent only 150 per calendar month. I think I can afford it with my current wage. That should be alright. I say, who's that pulling up? I'm quite interested in growing my own vegetables. Growing your own vegetables, I say. How'd you get them to be so tall at this time of year? Look behind you there. Oh, you heat it. And what's this? Paraffin? Don't you worry, Uncle Dennis. I think we've found the vandal. Dennis Jenkins, you're under arrest for suspicion of attempted insurance fraud. Oh, what a terrible situation. They've got the wrong man. And to make it worse, when I woke up this morning, I found this on the door. It is a letter from Auntie, and she says, Win, I'm sorry that I couldn't speak to you in person, but I needed to get away from the farm so I can clear my head. Ever since the fire, the farm has really been struggling, and it's stressing me out. Peter Wood will be running the farm until either myself or your uncle return. Here is your wage payment for the past month of work you have done. Best wishes, Auntie. So this puts me in a really funny position, because, well, it's just me, and I'm guessing Peter Wood is going to be arriving soon, as he's running the farm for the foreseeable future. But yeah, Uncle is now having to be interviewed by the police for suspected insurance fraud, which I highly doubt. I just can't see him committing insurance fraud, and Auntie has just vanished. She's gone because she just can't cope anymore, so I don't know what to do. I'm going to have to wait for Peter to arrive. It wouldn't be so bad if I actually had a phone number for Peter. There is a phone in the house, but yeah, I've got no way of contacting him. I don't even know where he lives exactly. I seem to remember he mentioned a place called Letton, but I don't know where that is from here. So what I'll do is I will feed the cows. I'll be as productive as possible, and we'll hopefully have Peter arriving soon. But of course the big thing is, what do we do about Uncle? I still have the paraffin can, but we don't know for sure whose it is. Like, Fletch Riddlefoot has paraffin cans which look very similar, but we don't know 100% that it's his can. Now, I guess they could do forensics, fingerprints, but it's been a while. It's been out in the rain, so I just don't know. I could hand it over to the police. I mean, it wouldn't do any harm. It might be worth it. I'm just not rushing into anything. And I would love to get some news about Uncle. So, I don't know if I should mention it to Peter or not. But anyway, that's the cows done. 2 bells, keeping them topped up. And we've got goats and sheep through there. Just turn it off there, we'll have a look. Yes, I think they've got enough grass to graze. They're doing pretty well. They do also have a trough, which I can only assume Uncle has been keeping topped up. Yep. Yep, that's not looking too bad at all, actually. But yeah, these are the lovely goats. Hello, goats. Right, so no sign of Peter. Close the gate. And the other thing is, of course, the house that I was looking at. I'm looking to rent it. I would love to get it. I think we will get it, because this is going to be just a good opportunity to get away from here, if you know what I mean. I don't want to get away from the farm, but I wouldn't really want to live with Uncle and Auntie for that long, because it's not a very big house. It's quite cramped, and, well, I wake up nearly every night listening to Uncle snoring. So, obviously not last night, sadly, but yes, I just would like to have my own space, to be honest. And they probably agree. They probably want me out of there as well. So I'm going to agree to the rental of the house. We're going to go with it. £150 a month, which really isn't too bad, and my wages cover that quite nicely. But what do I do about this? Do I tell the police? Or should I go and speak to Flitch again? Get some more information. I know. I'm going to go inside. First of all, I'm going to speak to the estate agent. I'm going to hopefully get the house. That would be a start. And then I can keep thinking about the paraffin can. Because the last thing I want to do is falsely accuse somebody. Okay, right. After a 10-minute chat, I have now agreed to rent the house. But of course, yeah, there's all the legal procedure that we have to go through, so it might be a little while before I actually get it. But yeah, it is pretty much guaranteed now to be mine. And they said I can go and have a look around again. They also said, I asked them about parking because it was really tight, but apparently there's a huge parking area around the back. So yeah, as Peter isn't here and I have no way of contacting him, I think I will quickly go and have a look, and maybe by the time we get back he will have arrived. If he even knows that he's going to be looking after the farm, hopefully he does. But off we go. This is exciting. And here we are. So how do we get around the back? Ah, this must be it. Ah, yeah, so here we go. The back of all those houses is like a completely different place. I suppose I can just park here. So I will do. There we go. Let's jump out. And, oh yes, I must get the right one. I think it was the second one. So that must be the first. This one here. Ah yes, the one with the really long grass. Okay, so we're going to need a mower if we were to go with this. It's going to need knocking down a bit. But I've got to have a look inside, and hopefully I like it. Hey, not a bad view from upstairs. Very nice. Lovely view over this lovely little town. Yeah, I like it. Well, I love it actually. I really love it. Nice property. So it's going to be great moving into here. And we've got plenty of space too. I guess it's quite quiet here at this time though, because most people are out working. There is a car over there, but lovely. Absolutely love it. Right, so let's get back to the farm. Here we are, and do I see a tractor in front? Yes I do. Peter has arrived. Good. I'm starting to feel like I'd been abandoned. So I think I'll park over here. And he's brought a low loader with some old implements on it. A mower and a windrower by the look of it. Peter, how are you doing? Hey, it must be my lucky day. I've just found a win. Yes, anyway, yeah, Peter, I just can't believe what's happened to Uncle Dennis. Neither could I. I had a phone call from your auntie about 4 o'clock this morning, telling me I was in charge of the farm now. Yeah, she left me a letter on the door. I just can't believe she disappeared. Did she say how long she was going to be gone for? No, she didn't, but she must have her reasons. Obviously she wants to get away from here. Well, I just really hope Uncle Dennis is innocent, and I hope he doesn't get put into prison. Oh, don't worry, Win. You want to focus on the farm. You're right. I just don't know if I should have handed over the evidence. You mean you have evidence? And your uncle is in prison and you haven't given the police the evidence? Yeah. Well, obviously you don't have to listen to me, Win. But if you have something that might help his case, I would hand it over to the police. You're right. I will do. Anyway, before I do that, I can't help but notice you have some equipment on your trailer. Yeah, this is the equipment that belongs to your uncle. An old windrower and a mower. And we're going to use them today. We've got to get that field cut. Apart from a few weeds on the headland, looks like we've got a really good field here. That manure obviously did the grass good. Now, since I'm in charge, I'll first of all give you 10 minutes to report that evidence to the police, and then I want to see you in this field mowing it. Okay, no problem. And after that, do you want me to rake it, windrow it? Of course, but there's no rush. I need to set up my forage wagon first of all, which I'll probably be able to bring across tomorrow. Anyway, best of luck to you, Win. I'm just waiting for one of my workers to pick me up, and, well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow morning. Okay, so Peter has just gone. One of his workers picked him up, and I am now going to go and report this evidence to the police. I'm kind of feeling a bit stupid now. I think I should have done it before. When they were here, even. Okay, let's go and do it. Okay, I've just spoken to them. Somebody's going to be around soon to pick it up. They told me not to touch it, and they asked me if I'd already touched it. And, well, I've only handled it with gloves on, so there's certainly none of my fingerprints on it. I don't know if Uncle touched it. I don't think he did, because he brought it down here. But I seem to remember he was wearing gloves. So if they are going to do forensics, then it should be free of his prints, my prints, obviously Auntie's prints, and, well, if there's anything on there, Flitch Riddleford's. That would be my guess. And then we can get to the bottom of this. That would be so good. Okay, so first of all, we're mowing. So what I need to do is get this mower attached to the 135. At least I can only assume that is what Uncle will want me to do, because this one's all set up with the weight for handling bells and stuff. So this is the one for us. Okay. Very carefully reverse up onto the trailer and get that picked up. It's a little bit offset. He really does have some amazing equipment. Right. Okay, I just had to realign. Wasn't on perfectly straight. But there we go. We've got the mower. And did Peter say that this actually belongs to Dennis? Because if it does, he must be storing some of Uncle's equipment. He must have more stuff than what we actually see at this farm. Let's hope this tractor has enough power. If it doesn't, then we can always get the 250. But that is a lovely looking field of grass. Very lush. I think I will close the gate. It'll just make things a lot easier. Okay. Push that too. And now to figure out how this actually works. So first of all we need to unfold. And we obviously want to be cutting as much as possible. This actually is quite a big field. Right. Engage the PTO. There we go, seems to be working. And we're mowing. Nice. Yeah, as I don't know which tractor I was supposed to use, I just went with the 135, but the 250 might have been more suitable, as I've never been on the farm whilst I've been mowing before. I've never seen what they've used, but it's doing a good job. It seems to be working fine. It's lovely. And I will have to get closer to the boundary. I'll have to do that going in the opposite direction. But look at this really, really tall crop. That manure has done wonders for this field. Okay, well, I'm gonna continue, and then I think after that it'll be time to have a break, because this is going to take certainly a few hours. I'll continue to do the headland first. I've never noticed such an amazing view from here, and there is another farm up there. I understand that Peter does have another farm as well as his one at Letton, but I don't think it's that one. I think it's a bit further away than that. Otherwise he'd be looking down on us. Finished. So all I need to do now is latch that back into place behind the tractor, and we'll get this taken back to the yard. I won't put it back on the trailer yet because we've still got to take the windrow off there. So I reckon I'll just put it... Uncle? Uncle Dennis! You're back.
Oh, Win. That was awful. Have you ever been in one of those places? They're full of criminals.
Yeah. The police station.
Oh, aye. The police station.
But you're back, so what? What happens now?
Well, I've been released on bail, pending further investigation. I probably shouldn't even be speaking to you, to be honest. But I'm here. I'm back.
It's so good to see you, Uncle. But where's Auntie?
What do you mean, Win? She's inside, isn't she?
No, she's gone. She left a note saying she needs to get away from here. I really don't know what to think. It's a bit worrying.
Let me have a look at the note, Win. Well, it seems to be some form of code.
You've got it upside down.
Ah. Win, what's this about Peter Wood?
Well, I guess Auntie didn't know how long you were going to be. So she was expecting you to be locked up for good.
You've been paid, I see.
Oh yes, thank you, yeah, I got my wage.
Well, I'm hoping that once they find the fingerprints on that paraffin can, my name will be cleared.
Yes, hopefully. They haven't got it yet, it's still in the workshop.
Oh, blimey, Win.
Don't worry, Uncle. I've spoken to the police, somebody's coming to pick it up, and, well, hopefully they do some forensics on it and find out who the real arsonist is.
We know it's Riddleford, no doubt about it. Hey, here come the Rozzers. Blimey.
Hello, the paraffin can is just down in the workshop in the yard.
That's the can, is it?
Yep, that's it. Old paraffin can that I found behind the barns that burnt down.
Right, okay.
Do you think you'll get any fingerprints off it?
Well, it's unlikely now, but we can give it a go.
I really hope you can find something.
Well done, Win. Have they got it?
Yep, they've got it. I just hope they find Flitch's prints.
Oh, aye. Right, I need a cup of tea. It's been a long few days.
Yeah. Well, I better get on with windrowing. Especially if Peter's going to be here tomorrow with the forage wagon. For now, I'm just going to leave this here. And we'll get the windrower on. Auntie? What? She's back. Auntie, what are you doing here?
Oh, Win, I need to tell you something. I can't go on like this. Please, promise me you won't tell anyone else.
Tell anyone else? What are you talking about?
I started the fire. I burnt down the bed and breakfast barns.
I don't believe any of this. Why?
The farm can't stay afloat on its own, so we relied on the bed and breakfast to keep our business in profit. A few weeks before the fire, we had a safety inspection, and they concluded the barns were no longer safe enough for commercial use. I got a quote from a local builder. It would have cost more than all of the money we have in our bank account. I thought we could rebuild the barns using the compensation money from our insurance company. I've ruined everything. Please keep this a secret. Don't tell your uncle or the police. Can you do that for me?
What should Win do? Your vote will influence the future. Choose wisely.